Hey everyone, Mike the Gambling Guy here, and I am here to bring you a different money management system. We're still going to be doing the dance, right? Still going to be doing the dance, but let's see if we can bring the safety margin higher, right? Let's not put that bankroll at risk. I want to show you something a little bit different. So this is actually brought up to me by one of our subscribers, Doug. I want to do a shout out, thank Doug for this information. I've seen this before, but I've never used it for the dance. So what it is, it's called the cancellation system. So what's that? What's the cancellation system? Well, first of all, we need to determine our bet size, right? What's our unit size? So I am still going to be utilizing a $4 unit now that my bankroll is up to 1916. So if I do the math, 1916, 3% of that, you can see is going to be 1973. If I divide that, the difference there, or times this by 0.03, right? Get my 3% for the day, and then divide that by 15. It gets me just about to the $4 unit mark. So I'm going to be doing a $4 unit. So with that being said, the way the cancellation system works is my first bet is going to be $8 or 2 units. Tracking, okay? So if I hit that, boom, we got 2 units right out of the gate. I mean, the more you can do that, more power to you, right? You're just bang, 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 banging right along. If I miss that $8 unit, well, then I come over here and I put an 8 over here because that was my $8 unit because I had lost that first bet. So now what's going to be my second bet? Well, this is where we add the first thing in the column and the last thing in the column. So we know 8 plus 4 is $12. That's going to be my bet. I don't mark it down here until I lose. So let's just say, oh man, I lost another one, right? So I lost my position 2, still playing the dance the same way. Position 2, I'm going for the opposite of what was there as far as a mirror or no mirror. And then position 3 and 4, going to be doing the traditional dance. So let's just say we had lost this one, and then once we kind of walk through this, then we'll look at the shoe, see what's going on in the shoe, and we'll talk about it as we go through the shoe, and then we'll switch it over and we'll actually do it with live money. I have a better chance of not making a mistake explaining it while we're not using live money. So say I missed that $12 bet. Well, what's our next bet? Our next bet's 16. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bet 16. I wouldn't mark it here unless I had lost. But let's say we win that bet. Well, this is where I have to quickly change my spreadsheet and go click, click. And then now our next bet is going to be this one plus this one, 16, right? So then that would end up leaving me with a remainder of 12 as long as we win that $16 bet. So the way this works, when I have my 4, 8, 12 here, if at any time I'm getting through this line, and I get down to a remainderment, if that is less, if it's 23 or less, there's no need to make another bet. Okay, and where'd you come up with that number, Mike? Did you pull that one out of your rear? No, that's the way it works. So you take your first 3 numbers that you'll always have written down here, 4, 8, and 12, right? If I add those up, it's $24. We're going to take $1 off the top of that, make it $23. So at any time that I'm working through my line, right, if I get deeper in the progression and I start taking 1 off both sides and I get down and it's less than 20, it's $24, right? It's less than 24, 23 or less, then I'm not needing to make that last bet because I've already recovered all of my money and we're just hitting reset and we're going to be back to our base again. Right? So let's walk through this a little bit and we're going to see where they're currently at. So if I come down here on the bead road, I've got my no, I've got my yes, yes. And then so here I would have had a bet for banker for $8. That would have lost. So I know my next bet for $12 is going to be for player. Right? Because I'm already gone through, there was bet, that would have been bet 1 if I was making bets here, right? And then positions 3 and 4 in the dance. That's the only time that we're looking at making that reverse. And then position 5, this is where we're looking at playing the same. So here I'd have a $12 bet on banker. So I'm not, you notice I'm not marking it on my spreadsheet. You only mark it when you lose. If because then you're taking off these two bets here off either side. So the banker had lost. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark 12 there. So we know it's going to be 12 plus 4. Next bet 16. Right? You see how it's not jumping up as high as when I was doing the dance 2.0. So here we have a no. So now we're going for a yes. So this is going to be a $16 bet on the player. So we had won that bet. So now we're going to delete the two ends. And I've got 8 plus 8. So I'm going to have a $16 bet on the player because it went no, yes. I'm looking for it to go no. So it'd be a $16 bet on the player. And they're like, throw some money at me. You're getting inactivity. And it went banker. So now we're back into the dance. But this is where I would be putting 16 on here because we lost that one. So we know our next bet was $24 and it's going to be on the banker. So we got a $24 banker bet. And we won the $24 banker bet. So then we're going to go delete, and now we're left with $20. Well, $20 is less than 24. So now we are actually going to be starting over, going 4, 8, 12, and get rid of that one. Right? So that would have gotten us through everything that we needed to get through. That is the cancellation method. Right? So you know the cancellation method. You know the dance version 2.0. Let's just go take that money. Right? Let's go take that money from the casino. So let's play a little bit live. Right now I'm at 1916. My goal for the day is at 1973. We're already at 37 hands in this table. Let's just go find another table. And as you know, Evolution has a lot of tables. Let's just go to Speed Baccarat A. They just started. So 4, 8, 12. We know our starting bet is, yes, $8. But we're going to wait until we've got one decision here. So that was a player. So now we're also going to be going for a player for $8. $8. So again, we don't write down our 8 here. Not unless you lose. Let's not do that. Have the power of the dance. All right, so now we know we're going to be going for a banker for $12. Because it was a no, yes. I'm going to put my 8 there. And now we know we've got a $12 bet at 8 plus 4. That's simply how you come up with it. So now we're going to be going for a player for 16. Because it's our 12 plus our 4. This is where I have to work on my timing as far as how am I putting it on the spreadsheet, right? How am I working that out? So I know this is a $16 bet. So if I lose this one, I know my next one would be a $20 bet. Well, we obviously did lose that one. So that is a delete and a delete. So we know we're at a $16 bet for a player. Then it gets down into time management, chip management, right? But we know we've got a $16 bet. So if we would happen to lose this one, this is going to be 16. So 16 plus 8. It's where you get to learn to do more math, right? You're going to be math proficient. So this is where we got our 16. So it's going to have a $24 bet on the player. There's 20. There's 4. So we know that's a $24 bet on the player. If we hit this, we know that we're going back to reset, right? It's that easy. But this is going to allow us to stretch out our bankroll so we're not having to break that 8. That was a good break. Let's see if we can continue it. Yes, 7-0. Just imagine if I was playing the bonus there, right? So now we're definitely up here in, we're up $4. We're up 1 unit. Yeah, we did all that work and we're up 1 unit. That's okay. We can reset. Oh, actually, yeah, because then we're at 20. So we know that 20 is below 24. So then we're going to reset this. This is going to be an 8. This is going to be a 4. So we had a no, a yes, and we're looking for a no for $8. Got a whole bunch of zeros going on. 3, keep it little, keep it little. 8 to 3. So we have a yes, yes, and now we know we're going to go for a no for $12. So that's an 8. And we know we're currently betting 12. Oh, let's tie. I'll take the tie. Woohoo! That was actually a place that I would have expected the tie. So we're $12 looking for the no. That tie didn't happen, so we're still looking for positions 3 and 4. Why do I do this for 3? So there we got the win, right? So now we're going to get rid of this, get rid of, well, actually we keep that because we know that the 20 is less than 24, right? It's not 23 or more. So we know that we're starting over again. So I'm going to be playing this way because I do believe, Doug, and we have reduced the risk to the bankroll, right? Let's be able to play. But let's not having our bets having to jump up so quickly that we're putting our bankroll at risk. So I hope this helped everybody. If it did, please give it a like. And as always, I'd appreciate if you're not subscribing, if you could please subscribe. It certainly helps out the channel. And until next time, it's Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm out.